Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, apologies if the quality isn't that great. Sadly, this is the best I can do. Hopefully it is not too much of an issue. This is going to be a fairly brief video anyway, because some new information was announced just a few hours ago regarding the host city for the 2020 Eurovision Song Contest. We still don't know which city it will be. Of course, there are two Dutch cities in contention, Rotterdam and Maastricht, and we will find out on the 30th of August, that's next Friday at the time I'm recording this video, which city has come out on top. Now, I have some information in front of me just to make sure I don't ramble too much. Let me just take a look here. Yes, the 30th of August is when we will find out the host city of the 65th edition of the Eurovision Song Contest. I am not much of a gambling man, but really I would feel quite confident putting a bet on Rotterdam to come out on top, because the venue is better. I'm not going to say the city is better, I've never been, but everything is in place. The venue has been there for quite a while. It's hosted a multitude of major events, singing competitions in the past, well, concerts in the past, whereas Maastricht, not so much. And the pictures I have seen of the MECC in that location, I'm not blown away, whereas the Ahoy in Rotterdam looks much more impressive. It looks like more of a professional venue, if you see what I mean. Anyway, what it says here is that on the 30th of August there will be a 2-minute broadcast on NPO, which is one of the Dutch broadcasters, where it is assumed that Duncan Lawrence, last year's winner, will stand there, possibly outside the Ahoy or the MECC Maastricht, and say, next year, Europe, welcome to wherever. And chances are, I think, that he'll be saying welcome to Rotterdam. Obviously in Dutch, because it will be on Dutch TV. It says here that the broadcast will be at 11:58 AM next Friday. That's Dutch time, which is an hour ahead of where I am in Britain, so it will be 10:58, I believe. Yes, I'm taking into consideration daylight savings time. Let me just check this, because that will annoy me otherwise. Anyway, 11:58 Dutch time in Rotterdam. Oh, well, it's the same time. It's the same time, so good job I checked. It means then that at just before midday next Friday, I will be able to find out the host city, like the rest of us on this side of Europe anyway. What else does it say here? They will also... it's just before the NOS Journal, which I pronounced in a French accent there, apologies, but that's the most watched news broadcast in the country, so they'll be talking about it on there, and then apparently just before 8 PM they'll be talking about it more, something like that. I mean, come on now. I mean, Maastricht, it would be cool if Eurovision is staged there, because that city will just be thrust into the spotlight like never before, although admittedly it is known for being the birthplace of the European Union. And I feel like if Maastricht won, it would be because of that reason. I think that alone has played a part in why that particular city has got so far in the bidding process. Of course, if Amsterdam had stayed in the running, Amsterdam would probably have been announced as the host city by now, I don't know. But like I said, Rotterdam's venue, it's all ready to go. Let me just take a look here at some more information regarding the MECC Maastricht. I mean, there's not a whole lot of information here. Maastricht is very, very close to the border with Belgium. I mean, it is down the road. I mean, it's known for hosting the European Fine Art Fair. I mean, from the outside, it looks a bit like the venue in 2017 in Kiev. And we don't really want something like that again. We want a proper music arena. The Ahoy in Rotterdam, it's been there since the 70s. It's hosted gymnastics, BMX, speed skating, the MTV European Music Awards twice, darts, judo, futsal, athletics. Major musicians have performed there. It's all set to go. Capacity of about 16,500, just under that. It looks great from the outside. Fantastic. I mean, if I was part of the selection committee, it's an easy decision. Really, I think so. I think it's a fairly easy decision. This is not like, for example, Iceland staging Eurovision 2020, in which it is obviously going to be Reykjavik. You know, if the UK was staging Eurovision 2020, then obviously there would be a lot of cities in contention, and it would be a much more difficult process deciding which one should stage the show. But in this case, between these specific locations and these specific arenas, as far as I'm concerned, there's only one winner, and we will find out next Friday which one it is. And I think that's pretty much all I've got to say in this brief Eurovision-related video. So far, 29 countries out of what I assume the final number will be about 42, 43, have confirmed their participation. The UK has. There's going to be no Andorra, no Bosnia. Bulgaria possibly, we'll find out by this time next month. Croatia, yeah, probably. Greece, yes. Iceland, who knows? Italy, yes. Luxembourg, no, because it would be a financial strain. And then there's a whole bunch of other countries. I mean, I'd love to see Liechtenstein, but it's just not going to happen anytime soon. They need support from like the Austrian and Swiss broadcasters. I don't really know how close they are, you know, in terms of being linked and all of that business. Maybe you do know, maybe you are Swiss. Anyway, maybe you are from Liechtenstein, in which case, welcome to my channel. But anyway, I'm starting to ramble, and I just wanted to be brief with my thoughts on this. I think Rotterdam should stage it, but if you are Dutch, you maybe have a completely different opinion. Let me know what they're saying on Dutch TV, because I'm sure they all have their own opinions. And if you are from Amsterdam, your city's not staging Eurovision 2020, so which city would you rather stage the competition? Let me know your thoughts. I'm very interested to hear, and I'll be back possibly next Friday, probably a few hours after the host city is announced. But all being well, I'll make a video next Friday in which I talk about next year's host city. And who knows, maybe I'll have to start thinking about, you know, getting that train booked or that flight booked and the hotel room booked. I don't know yet. We'll have to see what my financial situation is like this time next year, or rather 6 months from now. But anyway, I'm really rambling. Let me know your thoughts. Eurovision 2020 will be here before you know it. And bye for now.